The thinking wasn't a choice, it was an atmospheric condition. Every morning I, Alex, woke up, and the world was filtered through the lens of Chloe. The way the sunlight hit the kitchen counter reminded me of the Sunday mornings we used to debate the perfect coffee bean. The sight of a blue sedan on the street instantly triggered the memory of her old car. I wasn't living my life, I was an archivist of the past, constantly cross-referencing my present reality with a memory that no longer existed. I knew, intellectually, that she was gone. But emotionally, I had built a shrine to her, and the main act of my day was serving as the high priest of my own misery. I had convinced myself that this constant, agonizing mental review, this obsessive thinking, was proof of how deeply I had loved her. The pain felt noble, it felt like loyalty. Then came the day the obsession finally shattered. I was cleaning out the pantry, a chore I'd avoided for months. Tucked behind a bag of stale chips, I found a small, half-empty box of the fancy black tea Chloe used to drink. I picked it up, expecting the usual wave of melancholy and nostalgia. But instead, a different memory surfaced, sharp and unwelcome. I remembered the last time she bought that tea. We had fought about the cost, a stupid, aggressive fight about finances and responsibility. She had slammed the box down and stalked off, and the evening had ended in silent, cold resentment. The tea wasn't a symbol of cozy happiness. It was a symbol of a tired, fractured relationship that was already ending. I realized then that I wasn't thinking about Chloe. I was thinking about the perfect, airbrushed ghost of Chloe, a manufactured memory I had polished and placed on a pedestal. The reality of her, the reality of us, was messy, exhausting, and fundamentally broken. I was clinging to the fantasy, and that fantasy was what was choking the life out of me. I stood there, holding that little box of expensive tea, and whispered the only thing that mattered. Stop serving the memory, Alex. In that instant, the pain didn't vanish, but its purpose changed. I wasn't honoring love, I was performing a destructive ritual. The key to stopping the thought wasn't to fight the memory, it was to retire the ghost. I didn't throw out the box. I took it, walked to the living room, and placed it on the floor. Then, I didn't stop to think, analyze, or grieve. I walked straight to my bookshelf, pulled down the book I'd been meaning to read for months, a book I knew Chloe would have found boring, and I started reading. The memories still came, waves of them, asking for my attention. But every time the ghost of Chloe showed up, I made a conscious, difficult choice to turn my attention back to the page, back to the present. The energy I had reserved for ritual grief, I redirected into building a new wall of personal interest. The secret to stopping the obsessive thinking isn't a magical cure. It's a grueling, moment-by-moment process of reclaiming your attention. It's about recognizing that the power to think about your ex is actually your power to think about anything you choose. I realized that day that I hadn't just lost a partner, I had lost the beautiful, specific, complicated man I was when I was alone. And the only way to stop thinking about the past was to fall so completely in love with the future version of myself that the ghost had nowhere left to stand. I started living my life not as an archivist of the past, but as the main character of the present.